And welcome to a new live stream today on Navarra in the MX-5. I've never raced here before. No expectations, so we will see how it goes. It compares to an oval, I guess, because there are only 3 turns and only one which is difficult, so I guess it will be similar to Lime Rock or the Olden Circuit, Olden Fasters I think it is, with many close fights. I don't know. I've never raced here. I want to make a new video about all the tracks, so that's why I'm here. And we will see how it goes. The first race starts in 5 minutes. When you watch the VOD, then you can check the chapters at the bottom where I link everything that will happen today. I don't know how many races we'll race. Since the track is quite easy and not that challenging, maybe about 3 races, maybe 4. I don't know. So we will explore it together. And the first race already starts in less than 5 minutes, I think. Yep. So we have enough time for 1 or 2 warm-up laps. I already warmed up. On a range of cars, because I wasn't sure what I want to race this week. I had an eye on the IMSA series. Let me turn the music a bit down. I had an eye on the IMSA series, but for some reason, I can't get comfy in the AMG. And unfortunately, the AMG is a viable car on Daytona. Yeah. I lack experience of it. I've never raced it since I went back. So... And I'm also preparing for the Spa 24-hour race in 3 weeks, I think. Yeah, that's why I put Daytona aside for now. Because I don't want to commit too much to the AMG when I don't like it, and we are not sure if we will drive it in Spa yet. We'll probably switch. Yeah. That's why I don't want to waste too much time on a car which I won't race and on a track which I don't like. I think confidence is key. And when you don't feel confident and don't enjoy a certain combination, then there's no point to force it unless a special event is coming up, like the Daytona 24 for example. But right now it's 6 months away or 7, so there's no need to worry about it. And yeah, I also drove the GR on Virginia North. I don't know, it feels like the GR has too much grip, and for some reason the track feels less fun than in other cars. That was wide. So yeah, we will see. I will stick to Navarra today, and see what happens. 11.177. Can still switch later to the GR86. Yes. I definitely want to get 2 of the races on this combination. To find out if it's fun to drive or if it's annoying. Because some of those tracks which are oval-like are kinda annoying because you can't drive away from weaker opponents. Which can be a bit frustrating to deal with when they can dive bomb you into those hard braking zones. It happens. Not quite hitting the first turn yet. First turn is also tricky when you are not on a triple screen. Because you make a blind turn in. But you get used to it. Just some practice. We won't be able to find out which lap time this would like a 11, but hey. Let's go. Okay, okay, we're only car number 10. Interesting. Didn't expect that, to be honest, but I also dropped a bit on the GTEs last week. We will see. We will see what we can do. Track is since no rain. Light. Can you turn your mic up a little bit and oh, the engines are down. Yep. I also think my mic was a bit far away. Because when I lean back when I drive, it should be better now. I think. Yeah, based on the graphs, it looks better. No worries, you're welcome. And thanks for the feedback. Because sometimes I don't check the bars after starting. There will come one day where I will press escape when I was in a different window and I will close something important instead of leaving my car. I'm waiting for it. It's bound to happen at some point. Okay. I have no goal for the quali. Besides getting a 10 down, 110. But the position, I don't know where we can. I don't know how strong the top split is. I've looked at the times from the previous races. One had a 2.6k SOF and the quickest lap time was only a 1:11.0, so that looked doable. We'll see. We will find it out. I didn't finish a single decent run through the first turn on the warm-up laps. That's the only thing that's worrying me. We should still be fine. Oh yeah, I need to keep in mind that the car is super loose on the first lap because I was already struggling with it and leading on. Or however you spell it. And this turn is super tricky. So I really need to make sure that I underdrive the car instead of overdriving it. Because once you overdrive it, at that spot I can imagine that you go wide and spin.
Green flag, green flag.
Not patient enough on the brakes. Let's go.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
The first runs were a bit too aggressive, this one was a bit too passive. But as we've learned in the past weeks, the first race of the stream is never the one you expect it to be. So I guess we will keep the tradition up. That probably won't even be a 111.
One more lap.
Yep. Not the best exit, but I'm just trying to get a lap time in, which is decent. Oh, the times are slow. But the track doesn't feel slow. Decent enough. My timer is off, whatever. Yep.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Somewhere in the middle of the pack. Need to practice my auto clutch. First gear. Auto clutch, first gear, throttle input. Okay. I didn't practice the start and I always forget about it. Yeah, 10.6. The pole position was expected. And then many low cars. So if we get into a rhythm, we can fight our way to P2. It's the first race, so I don't expect me getting into a rhythm. I expect myself to struggle in the first turn on the first lap. Drop back a few positions and then fight back. That's realistic. So let's make sure that we underdrive the car in the first turn, because I don't want that to happen. Yeah, no pressure in terms of iRacing or anything. Still a few cars missing. P5 would be a good result, I think. And 7 is our lucky number. Let's go. Alright, clutch, first gear, pressure, green, let's go from, okay.
The estimated SOF is 3,366. Let's go points racing. Green, green, green.
Good reaction time. I'm gonna take the inside here because I want to prevent the dive.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear. Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Go left. Left side.
Oh, one left us.
Still there. Hold your line.
I underdrove the car by a bit too much.
Clear on the left. Car on your left. Stay on the right. Keep to the right.
iRacing.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear
Why
on the left.
are you pulling to the right, man?
Left side. Clear on the left.
I need to block him. He gave me a bump draft. Still locked behind me. Another bump draft. We got rid of the white car.
You got a slow car on the right. Car on your left. Car stopped on the right. Clear. Stay on the left. Clear. Go left.
He nearly collected me in the braking zone there. But it's fine, we're doing well. As expected, super tight racing. I'm quicker than those guys in the braking zone and on the exit. Doesn't help me because I'm stuck in traffic. Yeah, this will be a challenge. I will try to keep it safe and look for opportunities.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Left side.
Dang it!
Still there.
And those guys are really
Still there. Hold your line.
not that... oh, okay.
Clear.
Really not that great into T1. I don't really know how to make that move happen. I'm gaining in almost every turn. Ah, that's rough.
Great job. 10 to go. The car in P12 just set the fastest lap. 10.976. There's an incident behind.
And now he was blocking the inside line. I couldn't even go for a late move if I wanted to. It's really difficult if you're only 1 or 2 tenths quicker. Then you don't really get a great opportunity to attack here. There's also not enough draft on the main straight.
Fast lap for you. The car in P4 just set the fastest lap. 10.611.
could go about 2/10 quicker through that combination if I wouldn't have a car ahead of me. Guy behind me is looking for an attack.
Car on your left.
Oh no.
Clear on the left. Right side, clear. You've got wheel damage.
Who was it? Oh god. Oh, I couldn't see. I couldn't see my marker because I was far on the inside. I need to brake earlier there. I was also trying to defend an attack against the guy behind me. And I need something on the right side. Yeah, I need to be on the brakes here, but that's when I see my marker.
Go, go, go!
And I brake here, and that's way too late. The first race is always a bad one. And I can't seem to fix it. But hey. It happens.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stopped on the right. There's an incident ahead. Go left.
Yeah, I need to be a bit more careful, and I need a marker on the right side. I guess the halfway on the right. I did the same thing last night, it felt horrible. Yeah, I totally get that. It feels really stupid because it's so obvious, but when you miss the marker, then you also have no way to correct. And I tried to go to the right and somehow get through those cars, but yeah, when the field is so tightly packed, then you hit one. So we got 1.8 seconds to the guy behind us, but I don't really care that much. I will try to practice the inside line now. Right, we have time after the race. Never mind, we will race it. We will race it out and practice the inside line and the practice session. Let's get a few quick lap times in to get a good feeling. Yeah. Overall, I was happy with the race because we We're driving in a quite decent position. We could keep our spot in the group. I think my decision making was also a bit off. I should have... Well, I needed to block the inside because it was obvious that the guy behind me was looking for it. We will fix the braking point on the inside for the next race. And I need a better quali. I think that's also the bottom line of it. Oh, he has damage.
Things are looking good. Left side. Clear on the left.
Yeah, without traffic we're in at 110s. It's really those 2 or 3 tenths which I could go quicker, but those 2 or 3 tenths are not enough to make a pass around here. If I mark on the right, I look at the paint going off to the right when it starts to split from the main track. Yeah, that's also the one I was eyeing when I practiced it or when I looked at it the lap after the incident. I will try it in a practice session.
You've got 2 laps to go.
We should give him the position back, shouldn't we? I mean, he was ahead of me, but he spun and he's probably tilted for obvious reasons. For some reason it feels bad to race him. Yeah. I think I let him pass once he closes the gap. Got still 2 more laps.
The leader just did a 11.514. Last lap.
Go buddy, take it. Don't react me. Come on man, take it. I'm giving you the position back.
Clear.
Fine. It's something. It's not everything. I can't give you P whatever it was back, but it's something. Oh god. I'm happy that I didn't miss this one because re-ending him once again would have been pretty stupid. Yeah, 1 more incident point, whatever.
Car stopped on the right.
Alrighty.
There's the flag. It's over.
Alright, let's take a look at it from his perspective. I decided that when I'm behind a pack of cars like that, I will just brake when they brake instead of looking at for my braking marker. Yes and no. I couldn't have done that because I was on, you will see it now, I was on the inside line, and when I'm on the inside line I need to brake earlier because I will have a tighter apex run. That was the next step. Because I will have a tighter run around the apex. So when I'm on the inside line and I brake at the same time like I see the guy ahead of me braking, then I'm already too late when I'm right behind him. So even if I would have done that, it would have been too late. Yeah, Unfortunately the blue car wasn't able to dodge it as well. Oh god. Yeah. Let's go into a practice session and make sure that it never happens again. I think my decision making was also a bit too late. I need to decide earlier. Like, not by that much, but I was about a half second late. At least that's what it felt like. And in addition to the braking point, like the thing is, I think I would have been fine or better if the car ahead of me wasn't driving in the middle of the track. But since he was already in the middle of the track, I was forced to go even further to the middle, which made my situation even worse because I was braking barely at the limit for the outside line. Yeah. Let's check the inside braking point. But I also need a better quality time, because if I drive a better quality time and quality somewhere in the top 3, then I don't need to fight those guys. And I can drive 110s. I drove a 110 when there was nobody around me. Okay, let's go for the worst case that's possible, and that's looking somewhere around here. Yeah, the first white line works. I don't think you can attack into the last turn because the outside line is stronger. You get a good run and you will... If someone is on your inside, then you will pass them around here. And the outside line also looks stronger into T1. Okay. We need to accept it, get a clear mindset for the next one, and try it again. Yeah, it works. I just need to get one more run where I don't squeeze the outside car out onto the curb. Because I don't want to Verstappen anyone.
New fast flat for you.
I wish I could have found a way between all those cars. God damn it. Alright. That's looking decent. Alright, T1 is looking fine. We got a plan B for T2. Turn 3 shouldn't be an issue. So we will register for the next one and then we will practice quali runs. Because that is the key for a good race around here. Seems to be really difficult to pass.
You just set the fastest lap.
1:11.0, that should be the target. If not a 1:10. .69 points and 0.12 safety rating. First 5 were driving mid-10s, and then we were in the 111 pack. Yeah, sucks. We lost 71 points because of us. I'm sorry, I can't change it. Yeah, but even those cars aren't that quick. I think I can drive 110.8. That's what I was driving in the one more session before the race. Let's just keep driving and everything will eventually come together. I think that was the first big one here on YouTube when I streamed. I don't think I've ever made a bigger one where I missed the braking point so badly that I collected 1 or 2 other cars. There were some minor fights and touches, and I spun one guy last week by mistake when on Daytona, I think. And T3, and it got close, and my nose was in his rear. But those were all minor things. There was never something massive like this one. But yeah, it happens to everyone. We made sure that it won't happen again, and that's the most important thing. Maybe we can get a breath of fresh air in the second split. I wouldn't mind it. Okay, quali run, practice, get a decent outlap, get the feeling for the track. And let's go, hopefully without traffic. Last turn was a bit wide.
You've got the fastest lap. Slow car ahead. Go right. Car on your left.
Yeah.
You've got wheel damage.
I knew I would hit him. the last second I was hoping for him to drive backwards or roll out of the track because I wanted to get my quali run through, and if I brake there or avoid him, then my quali run is over anyway, so it doesn't matter. Hey Felipe, I hope you have a nice evening. Good evening from Germany as well. Just in time for the second race. We are practicing quali runs because the qualifying is one of the keys to a good race here. I don't know if I want to drive with my timer or without it. The track is so short that I don't really feel like I need it. Limit testing. I need to open the wheel and use the exit curb. Then I won't spin. There was no need to keep the wheel turned in. I think when you're driving at the limit, then the last turn suddenly becomes more difficult than the first one. Because you want to cut into the apex, but you also want to avoid the bump. And when you hit it, then the car starts to slide and quite annoying to deal with. Yeah, that's better. Alright, quali run number 2. Let's hit the 110s. Oh no, traffic.
You got a slow car on the right.
Okay, never mind, thanks.
Go left.
A bit too quick into T1. I think that's the 111 because of T1. Yeah. Late on the throttle, so this won't be the best one either.
car. 58, just set the fastest lap. 11.074.
I think I need to turn on the timer. Just to see where
Just set the fastest lap.
I'm losing time. I forgot which button it was. We will do it after this one.
You just set the fastest lap.
Alright, which one was it? Not in-car system, customer. Not the black box. Not the replay, so it will be somewhere here. It's not here. Yeah, I can't remember where you... Ah, here. I think it got changed when I reinstalled iRacing recently. Because I used to have it on a different button. Session Optimus Sector. Let's go. We will leave some space to have a good run into our 2 quali laps, and I will try to finish with 10.7. I think that's doable. I just need to get a good run out of T1. I was always a bit late. For some reason I'm not sure if I'm overdriving the entry or if I'm just late on my turn, and the turn is very rough. As you can see, I'm on a single screen and the apex disappears before I need to turn in. So sometimes I'm too early because I'm too worried about being too late. And sometimes I'm too late because I think I'm on it, but I'm not. How can you schedule a coaching with me? So right now, I answered it on Discord today. Right now I've pushed coachings back to at least the end of this season or to the start of next season. For two main reasons. Number one is I want to get back in shape. I didn't draw for a year. I want to practice a lot, drive a lot. I'm driving the Spa 24-hour race in, I think it's 2 or 3 weeks. So I already drove the last endurance race on Sunday and I'm practicing for that, so this takes a lot of time. You know, not racing a car for a year and then going back into a 24-hour race requires practice, so I want to have time for that. And also because during my coachings I saw many similar patterns and I'm working on videos about them. Because when I started the channel, my main goal was always to help as many people as possible. When I'm coaching, then there's a bottleneck because I can only coach one or a few people at the same time. And that's why I want to use the remainder of my free time to get those videos out and get them out there. And once that's done, once I'm feeling confident again that I'm back in shape, and once those videos are published, then I will go back into coachings if there's still a demand. But yeah, ideally, at least that's my plan, there shouldn't be any coachings for me required because everything should be out there on this channel. And I know that there will be some coachings because some people enjoy them, but still I want to help as many people as possible at the same time. And yeah, the best way to do it is through content. And practice is also quite extensive at the moment. I'm practicing almost every car at least 2 or 3 hours per day, and that's really taxing. Let us know. Yep, it will be announced on Discord and it will be also noted on the website.
Car stop on the left.
Got 5 minutes left.
You just hit the fastest lap.
Yeah, we're driving 10.9, so I can still go quicker. I lost 2 tenths in the first turn. I think I will, I don't know, will I drive or will I take a break for the last 2 minutes? Let's drive one more lap. But yeah, many people asked me for coachings already. But yeah, as long as I'm driving in some races like during the last one, I want to work on myself first. Because the reason I started with iRacing because I love endurance racing and endurance races. And that's also a big motivator to get me back. And the Spa 24-hour race is, and always was, my most favorite race that's possible to do online. In real life I also like Le Mans, but Le Mans is so boring in a sim, you're just, I don't know. I mean, you are driving straight forward. you can do your taxes, you can cook on the side, then you go back to the PC, brake, drive a few turns, then you put a brick on the throttle again and can go AFK for 20 minutes. I never enjoyed it. I don't know. It's not that fun. But Spa is one of the most fun races that are out there with plus 50 teams in the same grid. Awesome. Also because GT3s are one of the most fun series that's out there. So yeah, looking forward to it. Slidey, I'm losing time in T1. That's fine. I mean, when I finish a 110 with plus 0.3 seconds in T1, then that should be fixable in a race. Yeah, I tried to attack the curb and limit test how hard I can go in the throttle. Two minutes left. Let's just finish a decent race. The times are crazy, like on Lime Rock. When you miss out on the quali, then it becomes really tough. Do you like those tracks or not? Because I'm someone, I don't know, it doesn't feel like racing, it feels like being on an oval. I love it to race on tracks like Lebanon, where you can, or like Laguna Seca, where you can put some time into it, practice the track, and you know that if you are a skilled driver, then you can drive at least 0.2 or 0.4 seconds away from your opponents per lap. And I prefer those tracks over tracks like this one because it's, you can go 2/10 quicker, but in a race you have draft, so people who are slower will still keep up with you, so you can't drive away realistically. At the same time, everyone is fighting everyone at the same time. It feels like being on an oval, honestly. I don't know, it doesn't feel like road racing, but yeah. Might be just me, I can also see how it's fun. Awesome. Especially because the race is always open and everyone can make a move at any time. Which probably makes it less boring than tracks like Lebanon, where if you're off pace, then you're off pace and you're just watching the race from behind. Alright, race number 2. Are we in the second split? And no, we are not in the second split. Okay, we are still in the first split. I can't see the guy which got well unalived by us in the last race. He had probably enough and I can totally understand it. Alright, let's go. If we finish at 110, then we can fight for the top 5. That's what we saw in the last race. And if we finish on the 111s, then it will be one of those interesting races again. I have no clue where to overtake except in the braking zone into the second hairpin. And even that opportunity doesn't look that great. So while this track feels like Lime Rock or is similar to Lime Rock, I would still say Lime Rock is more fun to race on, because the track isn't that wide and you still need to drive carefully and be aware. This track is so wide that you can't really make a big mistake. I mean, you can if you miss a braking point, but still, that shouldn't happen that often. I mean, it happened one time in the last race, and that was stupid, and that was because of me. So, yeah. It's fun, but for some weird reason it makes me love Lime Rock, which is completely ridiculous because I always hated Lime Rock in almost any car. I think GT3s are the worst, and back in the days there was one IMSA race on Lime Rock with prototypes and GT3s, and it was pain. Qualy, let's go. 110. We won't settle below 110. Track appears to be cold. Colder than the last one, but yeah. Pace should be similar, it doesn't make that big of a difference. It's only like 5 degrees or something. And I also want to point out, because it was a point in the comment section on the Olden Tag video, that the race sessions this week should be colder than the session I drove my guide lap in, about 2 or 3 degrees. So still, it doesn't make that big of a difference on a track like this. It's probably a half tenth or something, which you can go quicker, if at all. So yeah, let's go. Had a good exit.
Green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Needed to avoid the incident points. That's not a 110.
One more lap.
Damn it. Yeah, the timer was all over the place. It shows how bad both runs through T1 were. That's fine, we can still improve. Good enough, good enough. Not the 110 I was looking for.
Checkered flag.
11-0, as close to a 110 as you can get. That should get us to the front of the 111 pack. Yeah, there were 3. 110 would have been P2. Unlucky. Alright, so I need to make sure that I don't let a train pass somewhere in the first turns. Oh, we dropped 1 more position. That's unlucky. It will be tight. If I would have lost those 2 tenths in the first turn, then we could have called for P1, maybe even, but at least P2. Let's go. Hey Dennis, just in time for the race. We are starting on P5 into our second race tonight. My iRacing at the moment is at 2.6k, I think. I dropped about 350 points since I started again. Mainly because I'm hopping around a lot in cars and yeah, practicing a lot. And I don't care about it that much right now. I'm just looking forward to improve.
570.
Let's go.
Let's go points racing.
Clutch, first gear. And a good start like last time.
Everyone's gridded. Green flag, green flag.
Good reaction time again.
Car right, you're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear on the right, 2 wide. Clear on the left, left side. Clear. Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear. Right side, clear. You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Alright, that was our second race. I'm not sure if I was pushed or why my car wasn't turning on. Need to check the replay. Unlucky. He got some damage, but it's fine. Not too bad. The wheel's a bit off. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm dropping iRacing right now. I usually got the pace. I'm still not super confident when I'm driving in a big pack of cars. It was an issue in the last race. I'm not sure if it was an issue in this one. It's getting better. We had a lot of close races last week, which were fine. I got a touch from somewhere and then the car felt like it was glued to something and I lost grip. And then respawn. We need to look at it in the replay. I can't really imagine how it went on in my mind, because I was too focused on giving him space on the outside. Ah, dang it. 9 seconds. Maybe we can close the gap. It depends how on the damage and how bad it is. Yeah, I think that's the real one. It's the Brody with 7 or 8k iRacing, so it should be the real one. He also dropped the last race already and won it. The pack is fighting. Maybe we can close the gap. Maybe. We are not that far away for 9 laps.
10 to go, this time
11.8. Okay, I need to drive 110s. Or low 111s at least.
slow car ahead.
Someone lost something.
You got a slow car on the left.
Five seconds, that's doable. I don't know how bad the damage is on a straight.
Just set your fastest
11.5.
lap. Car 1 has taken the lead. You got a slow car on the left.
Many crashes around here. Yep, we are back with, we are kinda back. 3 more seconds. I'd estimate that's about 3 laps. 3 or 4 laps. I mean, the guy ahead of us isn't fighting, so...
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 3.8.
I'm taking the incident point here. For the sole reason of keeping my speed up. If I lift and avoid the incident point, then I will just make the gap a bit bigger, and that's not in my interest. You can farm safety rating anywhere, that's pointless. That was a good T1. Hey Felipe, welcome to the stream. Not the best one. Oh, look at all those guys who have draft.
11.708. The car in P8. Just
11.2.
10.828. New fast flat for you. Car 1 is up the front.
They're barely gaining time. That's just how this track is. I mean, if I start to drive 110s now, then I will still need way too many laps, I think, to catch the main pack. They are still 6 seconds ahead. Oh, 10.5, nice, good job. We drove another 11.2, at least it's consistent. I think the front left is damaged. It also looks a bit bent, I don't know. We are closing the gap towards P6 and 7, but we only got 5 laps left. Oh, they're fighting again. Yeah, it looks like T1 is fight in every lap.
We are where we expected to be.
Wait for me, guys, please.
You got a slow car on the left. You got a slow car on the left. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead. There's an incident ahead. Go right.
Okay. How can you even... in that turn, how... I don't know. Okay. I don't judge, I'm happy. Thanks for waiting for me.
He's up the front.
We are suddenly fighting a car again. That's nice. We got 3 more laps. How can you flip the car in that turn?
car right. Stay on the left. Clear. You got a slow car on the left. Go
Are
right.
you serious, man? I wasn't even braking too early.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Yeah, surprise, surprise, the rear doesn't feel too well now. But yeah, it was fine until then, so I was looking forward to get it damaged.
Two left to go. Two to go.
Kenneth, you, oh no, it's Thomas. Thomas, you owe me one position. I will try to make a move into T1. And then we have still one lap to fight Thomas, but it's looking rough.
Right side. Clear. Car right. Clear on the right. Car right.
Are you
You're on the left. Three wide. Clear. You've got wheel damage.
Are you kidding me? Was it personal? Yeah, the car is complete. Am I missing something? Have I done something to him? It's not a guy from the last race.
The leader is running 10.9. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 7.2 seconds.
Was it someone that was involved in a lap 1 incident? Because that looked intentional now, and I mean,
White flag. One more lap to
then we
go.
can safely say that the second one is intentional as well. Yeah. Well, there was a car on the outside, but still. Yeah, now I feel less mad about the second one, because if it was intentional, then I couldn't have done anything anyway. Soon we will get our answer. P9! Yes, nice.
There's the flag. It's over. Nice run. Solid work.
Yeah, really nice. Thanks, it was solid, I know. Okay, lap 1. What happened? Had a good start here. Closing the inside. The guy that crashed into me is ahead of me, so there's no way that guy was involved into my T1 incident. I think that's... yeah, that's him. So let's see what happened. Braking on the inside. Yeah, then we touch, he hits my rear. And that bounces me to the right. And then I get even further pushed to the left. So he calls it a great job. I still don't think it's fully on me. Because while it's looking tight, you can take this curb here. And I was about to exit somewhere. I don't have my pen on. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see my mouse. So I was about to exit somewhere around here. I didn't want to drive on the curb, and the curb is still racing surface. And since he was behind me, I wouldn't take the blame here. At least not the full one. It's a racing incident. He just hits me there. We're both driving at the limit. And once he hits me, and that was the drag or the lack of... that was the glue I was talking about in the race. Once he hits me, it felt like my car wasn't turning anymore, and that was because he hit me in the rear, bounces me, and then I get pushed even further to the left. It happens, it's fine, racing incident, but the guy is right here. And I also had to safe rejoin, I just spin. Didn't hit him there. Yeah. Let's take a look. I think that was... yeah, this was a dive bump. I usually don't report people. Even last time when we got wrecked, I didn't report anyone. Because I think most of the time it's a mistake or something that wasn't super intentional. This one, however, looked like he tilted and lost his mind. Okay. Cam bugged. Do you hear it? He even lifts a bit. Like he brakes and then he lets go again from... It sounds weird. And it's also a bit sus that he... Right, whatever, let's take a look at the second incident before I say anything more. To be fair, on this track it's so dive bomb inviting that that will happen with any overtake. This one just looks dirty. He has a completely broken car. And then he reacts to my move. So that looks like blocking. He didn't push me off the track the way it looked like in the cockpit. So it doesn't look super intentional. But if you look at his speed, 152, and I'm 169, and he still tries to defend and block his position, that's ridiculous. Let's take a look at his race and see what he did before. It doesn't even crash there while he got DQ'd for incident points, I guess. I lost so much safety rating this race. Let's see. He didn't finish a single good lap, so he was probably involved in incidents in every single lap. Looking clean so far. Was a good attempt. Oh, yeah, who was it again? Brody got a bump draft. Bit of touching, but nothing out of the ordinary. He even gets the P1. Dropping back. Still nothing out of the ordinary. Leading. Yeah, he missed the apex a bit and got a touch, but still, it's racing, it's fine. And which lap does he crash? Lap number 4. This one should be the money. Oh, was he the car that flipped? Okay. Nope. He wasn't the car that flipped, but that's the point where he got set back. Alright. It's probably the incident where one car was flipping ahead of us. So let's go to the left. We are still behind. Now there's a car ahead of us. So it should be around here. Okay. Now I can see why he flipped. And our guy Thomas got spun again. And I think that's where he... Oh no, he attacked first. So I guess that's where he lost his mind. He goes for late dive. It's still fine. Then he gets spun. Then he gets damaged, and I guess that's the point where a new villain was born. Because now he lost it, and then he went for super hard driving. I think he blamed this guy on the inside, but the guy on the inside probably wasn't even sure where he is. And he also still left space on the inside. Like, he's not turning in super close to the curb because he got the message car inside, so he leaves some space. But yeah, he just drives across the track like I did it in the last race, and that's more on him than on this guy. So he lost it himself. A big crash. This guy didn't see it coming. Yeah. Yeah, he was tilted. It's an unnecessary dive bomb, but when you think about his race, he was leading for a moment, he was fighting for P1, and then he's suddenly fighting slower cars. And you saw it with me in the last 2 races. I think it was in both races. And I mentioned it several times. Even if you are a super skilled driver, you can only drive 2 or 3 tenths quicker around here. And the guys who are slower get 1 or 2 tenths back in draft. So you basically have no advantage. We are always racing. And yeah. He's not like, he's braking here. That's like 2 car lengths behind the marker. I brake here. And you can see that the line is around here, and that's when he starts to brake, so I don't know if it was intentional or not. It was very rough driving for a damaged car. I'm not sure if I will report him yet, to be honest, because it, yeah, maybe I should. I don't know. I don't care. Unlucky. And what was happening ahead of us? Guy pulling to the right, hitting another one. Messing up his braking zone. Crashing another car. And then there's me. Going once across. Oh god. I think I've had enough of Navarra. We will race something different. Not sure what's coming up now. I wanted to see how races go around here, how the track feels in a race, and I think I got an opinion about it. Daytona open setup is coming up. GR just started. It's ending soon. So we can race Daytona or the GR. Am I in the mood for the Merc or the Toyota? I guess we will go with the Toyota. Because the fixed setup is very late. I don't know, I don't like the Merc on Daytona. I don't know why. And in multi-class you need to deal with traffic. I'm also not sure if I have the mindset for traffic right now. Not after this one. So let's go for the GR. We have a few minutes of practice. That's nice. Get used to the car. And then we race. Yeah, that's why I usually dislike those tracks where you have close and tight races. You need just one person who tilts and the race is ruined for everyone. Are you really on a G920? Yes. I can't imagine being as fast as you are on one. I used to have one and got so much faster when I got to Fanatec 2.5, and you are still faster than me. Thanks, I guess. Yes. The most important thing about gear are the pedals. I don't have the stock pedals anymore. I have a load set pedal. It's also in the description, I think. The wheel isn't that super huge of a thing. I even know drivers from back in the days who were in the 5 to 6k range with the base stock pedals from the G920. So you can definitely make it work. The final, like, how do I explain it? The better your gears, the easier it becomes to be more consistent. And that's when it starts to make a difference on the higher levels, where you can consistently push those 1 or 2 tenths more out of the car. But you can make it up to a half second to the top guys, even on a G920. And on my best tracks, I was in GT3 top splits fighting for the win every time, even against high elos, high ratings. One of the tracks is Imola. When you go into my past streams, then there are a few races from last year where I was driving the Merc on Imola, and I qualified and the top 5 and a top split between 5, 6, 7k guys. So yeah, the wheel isn't that big of a deal. The pedals are important. If you have a load cell pedal, then that's a big deal. But the wheel itself, you can get used to it, you can manage it. You gotta imagine that the only thing that changes is the resolution of your force feedback. So the higher wheels, the better wheels have a higher resolution, which gives you more control on the edge and on the limit. With a G920 you can still get really, really close to it. And yeah, it works. Most of it is just technique and experience with the car. I think experience with the car is the most important thing. Once you got the technique that's clean, you also want to stick to 1 or 2 cars and it works. I can't say that much about the practice difference. I can imagine that you need to practice less with better gear because you can feel the limit and you don't need to try it out that much. Like most of my practice sessions, you can see them in GR86 when I push for the hot laps for the guides. Then I'm spinning a few times, pushing over the limits, getting incidents left and right because I get to the other side. Get from the other side to the limit, I need to push above the limit to see where the limit is. Yeah. Most of it is technique, and if I remember it correctly, there was even a 1.5k guy who was driving with a mouse. It's this real handy guy, I don't know if you know him. It's the gamer who also streams on Twitch sometimes, who has disability and no hands. And he was also in iRacing and he was racing on a Nordschleife. And I think it was Corvettes or something, with a mouse. It works, you can make everything work as long as you practice. He had no force feedback and he was still at 1.5k. And the only way he did it was because he was practicing a lot and knew the car, knew the limits, knew the track. And then you can even outclass better equipment. Alright, let's get used to the car for 1 or 2 laps. I think 1:35 or something is a good lap around here. Suddenly a car that has an immense amount of grip. Yeah, that's the only difficult turn. You need to hit it with a lot of speed, otherwise you will starve the second gear. And yeah, I guess I will stay on the G920 for at least another year, because I want to move next year. And I need to move if I want to have enough space for a rig. I have 2 rooms and technically there's enough space, but when I get the rig, then I need to sacrifice, well, it becomes a central space in one of the rooms and I don't know if I want it. I don't want to sleep besides the rig, and I also don't want the rig in my living room because it's super cozy right now. So yeah, that will need to wait. I'm slowly getting used to the car. So 1 or 2 more laps and then we can start to push for a good time. How many hours of sim racing do you think you have? I connected iRacing to Steam again to count my hours. It's definitely more than 500. But I would guess it's somewhere in the range of, I don't know. I'm racing since 2017 on iRacing. Dang it. Maybe 4K, 3K, 4K. I don't know. It's a lot. Also because I was always a driver who, back in the days, I was practicing a lot for the special events. I don't know if it was 2018 or something. The highest split I was driving on was split 2 in Daytona, 2018 I think, 2019, I don't know. So most of the time I was practicing for bigger races and I was still actively studying, so I have many hours which are in the practice region and not in races. And I can't count them. That's way too many. I only have about 200 hours into a set of course and just started iRacing with about 40 hours, yeah. Then that's for iRacing levels, that's not a lot. And that's also why I think you need to, most of the rookies who are starting need to push back with their expectations. Because many say it's like, I even had some comments where people said people are cheating on their splits, which is not the case. You always need to keep in mind that you are racing against people who know the car for about 5 years or something. There are people who are racing the same car for 7, 8, 9 years, always in the same series, and those are the people you face on top splits, and they have so much experience on the car and on the tracks, and that they will always find 1 or 10, 2 tenths on you. So when you are starting out, you just need to lean back, learn. You want to find a car that suits you, which you enjoy, and stick to it, and eventually after a few seasons you can slowly get into the range of those guys and compete with them. Dang it, forgot to shift. But yeah, the best guys have a few thousand hours without any doubt.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Alright, let's try one hot lap, because 137 is quite slow. After this one we will register for the race, because I don't want to miss it. That's a 136. Yeah, but we can still gain a few tenths, I think.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
136.6. Okay. Alright, let's go. I'm battling with the I'm new, but I want to win every race mindset, and it's frustrating, but I know that my 50 hours is nothing. Yeah, exactly. And it's also with, in the rookie series, it's also with the same thing with I need to go for every gap. There are way too many people who go for every single gap, for every single opportunity that's opening up. And you need to realize that something, it's not the best idea, because not every opportunity is safe. It's kind of like playing poker. Every time you go for an open door, you go all in, but the odds are not always on your side. So sometimes it's just better to lean back, watch your opponent, see what they do, and wait for a better chance, because you don't want to completely throw the race away because of one stupid decision. Majority of my sim racing has been hot lapping, so racing against other people makes it more challenging. Yes, that's also a big difference. I felt it myself when I started again on Lebanon this season, a few weeks ago. The first race was also horrible, and it took me some time to get used to other cars. And even the first mistake from the first race today was something that I would blame my experience and race conditions on, because I could have took a better decision there. I missed the braking point there, and yeah. I need to go for every gap, you don't need to call me out. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's one thing that helps a lot, is the same you see me doing on stream. When you go into a race, set expectations for your quali. Once the quali is over, you want to set expectations for your race, which are realistic. And should you overperform, then you can still be happy and take a small bonus. Should you underperform, then it is what it is. But you shouldn't go into a race starting from P19 and trying to win it. Try to win it. In the long run, it's not a good attitude. It will only set you back. You will tilt a lot. And you also need to be respectful towards the other guys, because on iRacing you will get matched against 20 other cars who have your speed and your rating. Trying to overperform in a matchmaking situation over a series of races is not realistic. You can overperform, and when you're a top split driver and you drive on a second split, then it's totally doable to get to P1 from P20. But yeah, you need to manage your expectations. And if you do that, then you will see that you will automatically cool down a bit in a race. Because you are suddenly not trying to give everything. You start to manage your situation better, you start to get a better understanding of your situation, what you can do, what you can't do over time. When you do this a few times, then you will also see your range of possibilities, your range of actions, what can you do from a race when you start on P20, how often can you actually finish in the top 10 and how often you fail. So you will adjust your goals and yeah, it makes it easier. You're welcome. Alright, we have 15 minutes left. We finished at 36.5 or 6, I don't know. So we will try to get close to the 35s. I think the pole will be a 35 point something. And as long as I can finish low 36s, then I am happy. And another thing that I've seen a lot in the, especially in the races against, I don't know if it was the GR Cup last week, but it was always in those top splits which have a big range of ratings. I think it was in the GTEs actually. In the GTS, GTEs, not S, I had races with guys between 7k and 2k, so it was a huge iRacing range. There was a gap of I think 4 seconds in pace, and I was driving about 1 second off the leaders, and there were another 5 or 6 cars who were driving 1 or 2 seconds slower than I was. And those guys who were driving slower still tried to fight me, and they tried to fight me with everything they got. And you need to realize that when a guy is 1 second quicker than you per lap, then you won't be able to keep him behind you for 45 minutes or even 10 minutes. It won't happen. The longer you fight, the more realistic it becomes that the guy behind you gets impatient because you're holding him up, and that you will get involved in some kind of incident. So when there's a guy behind you who's clearly quicker than you, just let him pass. Unless there's like 3, 4, 5 laps to go, sure, then you can go for it, try to fight him, fight for your position, it's a race after all. But it's super unrealistic that you will keep your position for 40 minutes without any incident points, without any crashes. It's not gonna happen. It's, yeah. So just let him pass, focus on your race and drive your race. That's also a good way to gain rating, especially on the lower ends. I would even say up to 2k, maybe up to 3k. If you don't crash and just finish your race at the spot where you keep a decent pace in, then you will always gain rating up to 3k. When you look back through my recent streams, then there wasn't a single stream where I lost rating because of my pace, I think. Every time I lost rating, it was because I crashed or crashed out or had an incident. If I finish my races, and even if I drop down a few positions, I will always gain rating. There's simply too much going on the track. That was too late. And I need to delay my downshift into first. I'm sensing a bit of know who you are fighting as being important. Yep, definitely. You can even look at Thomas from the last race. He was fighting me, he got 8 incident points because of me, and he DQ'd because of the way he was driving. If he just drops 1 or 2 positions because he had a damaged car, then he will still finish the race. He would have still finished in a decent position because there were so many cars that were spinning out or doing something or crashing or whatever. But no, he wanted to fight and he got DQ'd. Alright, delay the downshift into first and T1. And I think I need to brake around the 200 meter mark. There's still a bit of time to iron out the last insecurities. Oh, traffic. Yep, that looked fine. Lost a bit of speed there, but it's okay. Nice. This one felt nice. I'm not sure how quick it is. $36.9, okay, never mind. Early downshift into 1. Yeah, if someone is faster and coming up behind me, I just let them by. I just get super nervous, make mistakes when someone is right behind me, but when I'm driving behind someone, I do much better. Yeah. And one other thing which comes to my mind is when the guy behind you is not really quicker, but he's looking super fishy and sketchy behind you. Then I also sometimes opt in to just let them pass by. You know, when they're trying to go for every gap and they look super on the edge, then they will probably crash into you. Yeah. Just avoid trouble. Most races are long anyway. And you have enough time to catch up or to get the position back. I mean, we are P1, but that's not a quick time.
Car 12, just set the fastest lap. 36.381.
Yeah, the downhill right-hander and the first turn, those two are tricky. I'm not sure if I will be able to nail them in the race, simply because I lack a bit of practice on this car, but yeah, we will try. Ah, unlucky. I guess we will start somewhere in the middle of the pack.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
But 36.8 with a huge mistake on the second turn. Ah, this turn is tricky. Nevertheless, the pace looks decent.
You got a slow car on the right. New fast flat for you. Go left.
I was too greedy! No! That was the low 36. Ah, okay. He got the pace. Yeah, but that's where the lack of experience with the car comes in. I'm slowly figuring the track out and I'm slowly getting quicker, and you can see that I can gain time in every turn. But I'm not used to the car, didn't drive it a lot in the past weeks or months or whatever. And that's where the consistency comes into play. We got 3 more minutes. I guess we will try to finish the race. Let's just try to finish the race without incidents. Would be our first one today. Yeah, I think 35 will be the pole. Maybe a 35.7 or something. And we will see how many people can drive a 36. I would guess that will be the middle of the pack, somewhere in the middle of the split. If it's top split, it will be the middle of the split. If it will be second split, it will be top of the split, probably. Because we dropped some writing again. Yeah. I think for me, iRacing doesn't matter right now that much. I just want to get confidence back, my pace back. Once I get back on pace, iRacing will go up naturally anyway. And I want to grind the week before Spa. So I guess that will be also a week where I will gain a lot of points, even if I drop now, so I don't really care. I think if you care about iRacing when you are not confident with the car and when you are not racing it regularly, then it might just set you under more pressure than as healthy at that point. "30 seconds, let's go." I'm still in a good mood, even after all the stuff that happened in the MX-5. That's a good sign. Alright, splits are going live now. Let's go. Alright, back from my pit stop. It looks like a first split, so yeah, we will be in the middle of the pack. Should be fun. $36.5 and I'm happy. Low 36 and I'm super happy. A 37 and we will make the best out of it. I think that's the goal. I will focus for the quali. I'm not that... I haven't practiced this before today, basically, so... I can't really comment while I'm driving in the quali lap. Don't think I have the resources for it right now.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Decent.
One more lap.
Ah, I wanted too much. Because I knew I made a mistake here and I wanted to put everything into it. Yeah, that's fine. As I mentioned before, if it's a 36.5, I'm happy, so it's fine. That's why I wanted to go all in there. Yeah. Still a good start. It will be in the top 10. And I know we got some pace in the tank. Yeah, 4:35s. Looks like we are in a decent position for the race.
Flag, ticket flag.
Oh, we dropped back to P10. Come on. I had minus 0.2, I think. 0.25, so... yeah. That's fine. We're in the middle of the pack, as expected. The expectation management is working a bit too well, but still. So we got a pace for P6, P7. We got a pace for P7. But the cars behind us are within the range of 0.3 seconds, so it will be a super tight race. That means that I need to defend my position at the start. If I drop back, then I'm risking that the train goes past, and then I'm also risking that I won't ever get back again. I don't think it's that easy to overtake. Well, you can attack into T1 if you have a good run out of the last turn. Yeah, T1. Maybe into the uphills there, you don't have enough time to pull, to go side by side. Yeah, realistically it's only T1. So we should fight for our position. Okay. Am I on the inside or on the outside line? Ben is car number 6. Starting from the pit. Oh, we are. Oh, yeah. I remember. So we are starting on the left side. Yeah, I might want to take the inside line into T1. I should look for a gap. Because I need to brake all the way down into first gear, and you are not quick enough to make use of the outside line, I think. Also because I think the track is banked to the outside a bit. So the outside line can become difficult to manage. We are car number 14. Yeah, no pressure. That's fine. Let's have fun.
The estimated SOF is 3,036. A lot of opportunities today. Head down. Pick your battle.
I will.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid. One to go, next time by. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed. Catched up, 8 car.
It's really dark and I can barely see the cars behind me.
Catched up, 8 car.
I need to be careful in the race. It's easy to miss an attack.
Catched up, 8 car.
Alright, let's focus.
Catched up, 8 car. Get ready, going green. Post car is off, time to do your job.
Bit late. Fine.
Green, green, green.
I won't get the inside though.
Right side. Keep to the left. You're on the left, 3 wide. Right side, 2 wide. You're on the left, 3 wide. Still there. Right side, 2 wide. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Stay on the left. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
He was pulling into me and I needed to brake, otherwise I would have spun him. And then I got rear-ended. Let's go for the comeback run. They will fight a lot and we have 15 minutes to catch up. So we are not out of the race yet.
Car stop on the right. You got a slow car on the right. Go left.
Oh well, starting in the middle of the pack always. Yeah, it's tough to manage. I need to check the replay to see if it's still based on lack of experience or something else.
The car in front's gone off.
Looks like today is not the day. Alright, so the guy ahead of me is quick. Christian ahead of him is a bit slow. So he will be the bottleneck. We need to get past him in the next few laps. "35."
Car right.
Oh nice, he's not fighting.
You got a slow car on the right.
I won't fight him because we are still closing in and I don't want to waste time with someone that's quicker or equally quick. He appears to be quicker than the guys ahead of us and we need to close the gap first.
The car in P8 just set the fastest
Oh,
lap.
sick. 45.0 is big time.
35.079.
I mean, his line looked decent in the first laps, but why is he so slow now? Come on, man. Okay, we need to fight him. Because he's not looking like he can close the gap. And I just drove a 35, even if it was with draft, but still. Yeah, suddenly he's all over the place. It's a single screen.
Car on your left. Clear. Left side. Clear.
Not enough high speed. Alright, where do I make a pass? That's difficult into T1. I need a really good run out of the last turn. Yeah, he's slower. My last turn isn't that great either. Single screen at G920, yep. There's hope for everyone, you just need to practice. I already said it earlier, when you have a single screen you just need to practice a few apexes, which disappear before you are turning in like the T1 on Navarra. Now the guy behind us is back, great. I don't know where to pass. He's definitely slower. It's T1 or nothing, I think. It looks like I'm too far away.
Right side. Still there. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right. Right side.
Come on.
Still there. Still there. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Clear.
Today is not my day. He had the draft of the guy ahead of me, could close, and then... come on. Now he's losing it ahead of us. We have the number 1 car behind us. Oh, I need to
Right side.
stay on it now.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Get the draft, close the inside.
Car right.
No, you
Still
don't. This time my defense wasn't as gentle as before, because I knew what's coming. Okay, we are back with the issue we had 2 laps ago. Again a good run, but he appears to be better on the brakes. And if he closes the inside line again, then yeah, but I need to stick it in somewhere.
Car right. Stay on the left. Clear.
I wanted to squeeze him to the inside. But yeah, that didn't do me any favors. Car number 1 is just watching us. I can go so much quicker, but I can't make it past him.
White flag. Stay smooth. Right side. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Car on your left. 2 wide. Stay on the right.
Of course.
Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear.
I'm not sure if I squeezed him or if he was late on the brakes.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Looks like he got a slowdown. We need to check the replay. It was still a fun race. A bit unlucky with the Qualy when I can drive with 35 in the race and I get somewhere stuck in traffic, but I still think that's the best we could have done. Because there was no way around him. Yeah, I lack experience with the car. I mean, the guy I had with us showed us how to overtake in the second and third turn, and he tried it a few times. So there was definitely some grip on the outside which I could have made use of. But yeah, still fun.
Alright, there's the checkered flag. Bring it back to the pits, we're going.
Okay, let's see if it was on us. It felt like only some rubbing, and it appeared from my first impression like he missed the braking zone, the braking point. Ah, yeah, that's a racing incident. He's a bit late and he's also not on the inside. And then the train in the middle comes through. This guy sees that there's no gap to go for. Yeah. I think that was a racing incident. It's the last lap. When I lift there, then I forfeit my position because this guy will attack me. So I need to be close to the limit. One of the single screen limitations, I would also say, because I couldn't really check on him and where he is. I can't really avoid the contact there when he misses his braking point. But yeah. My worry is what I am not seeing with the limited forfeit for single screen. You know, this is the answer. Sometimes you are not seeing little incidents like this one. But again, at points like this, I also think that you need to trust that everything goes right. It was not a hard tap. He was a bit late on the brakes. He probably underestimated the tightness of his line because he was full on the inside. And yeah, I would still say it's a racing incident. And we started on P, what was it? 10, finished on P15. Oh yeah, we had something at the start. What was the thing at the start? Second turn, yeah, it was somewhere around here. Yeah, also a racing incident. I need to brake because I don't want to collect this guy. He had the turn, he was ahead of me. And I avoid him, it's all good. And then I get rear-ended from this guy. He's attacking himself. It was also one of the cars we were fighting at the end, I think. He went for the attack and then he just bumps me. It's also a race incident. Nothing you can do. Unlucky day. We had a few incidents. One was on me. The first one was on me. The first one was definitely on me. That was a big heat. But yeah, the other ones. One looked like intentional wrecking from the other guy. And those were racing incidents. What time is it? I'm not sure if I want to go for the next one as well. When does it start? And what does our safety rating say? Oh, we gained safety rating, nice. We lost a bit of our rating, but that's not a big deal. Safety rating was a big one, because I don't want to drop below A. If I drop below A, then I won't be able to drive IMSA, and that's a fun series, that would be sad. Let's go for one more. On 8:15. And will be 9 when it's over. Is there something that's starting right now? We could go for another Navarra race. The safety rating to drop iRacing is when you drop below 1.0. And you have to take into account that once you drop below 2.0, you will drop minus 0.5. So you drop from 2.0 to 1.5. And it's still difficult to rank down when you drive normal races. But when you drive those bumper car series like the MX-5 or the GR, then it's quite easy to drop to B. Because you have a contact in every race and you won't get that many points. The tracks are too short and the races are too short. What does the other series say? I didn't drive any of them for a longer time. It's an oval race, that's fun. There aren't many people in there. I kinda want to race something, but none of the bumper car series and nothing that's too long. Because I can see myself getting tired towards the end. Oh, there's nothing up that I'm owning. Street stock, advanced legends cup. Nope, those are. I think those are the. Yeah. "40 minutes race." It looks like a good speedway. Yeah, let's go for an oval race to round it up. That's a small speedway. This looks like a big speedway. I mean, I want to practice driving in traffic. What's better than driving an oval race when you want to practice your awareness? Updates. Got 5 minutes left to practice 2 left turns. This will be great. And I can also push my oval rating up because I'm at the safety rating of 3.6. So if I drive, no, I need to drive as a class C. Class B. Ah, whatever. It's not that important. Starting. Yeah, I think the biggest issue is just not practice in the cars. When I have a good quali there, when I finish ahead of those guys, then I probably stay out of the most of the trouble in the first lap. There's not that much that's missing. That's a good thing. I'm looking forward to Spa. I can't wait to finally have our car, know what we commit to, practice it, and then be ready for it. It's also one of my most favorite tracks, together with Imola, and Monza was also one of my favorite tracks, but I'm not sure. I haven't driven it in a longer time. Let's fix our paints. Yep. What could go wrong? Oh. Is it multi-class? Multi-class and ovals? Wait, what? No, it's probably a single class and you got more cars, right? It's not multi-class and an oval. It's late. Oh, it looks small now that I'm looking at the pit lane. I think I remember the track. It's the one which looks like it's out of a Wreckfest game or something. Yes. Yeah, I think I know which track it is. Yes, I remember it. Okay. Flipping is not enough for this guy.
Car 2, just set the fastest lap. 22.255.
That's a sign. I regret what I did. I thought it's a big speedway. Alright. Please get me out of there. We will drive another... Oh, that's super close. We will drive another GR race. I'm not into that. I thought it's a big speedway. Give me the bumper cars back. If it's a 10-minute race, 20-minute race, okay, but 40 minutes? No, no, nope, I'm out. I'm good on super speedways. I love Indy and Daytona. But get me out of there. In most street cars you can also blip on the downshifts. That's what I'm used to. I'm not really used to shifting when I'm pressing the clutch when I'm shifting down. So there's no way. I'm not even used to clutching in real life. Because I'm mostly driving automatic cars. Nearly through all my whole life. So yeah. No thanks. It was 1 minute left on the clock. I drew at 59 something. Alright, new target. Low 36 on the Qualy. And hopefully Qualy somewhere in the top 10. And have a fun race. Oh god. Isn't the Daytona race coming up in Ovals in August? There's a special event coming up. And I think it was Daytona, I don't know. Or was it the Coca-Cola 400 or something? I don't know. Something was coming up. Maybe I will drive it. $27, okay. That's easy. No matter what happens in the race, it won't be as bad as that one oval race could have been, so we are fine.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Pace looks decent. Yeah, we will settle somewhere in the low 36s. Not sure if I can finish a 35 without draft and the quali session.
You've got the fastest lap.
Guy is flying all over the place. Okay. Thanks.
You've got the fastest lap.
I'm losing time in this section. How much time is left? 5 minutes. I would love to check the telemetry, but I don't think I can fix anything in 5 minutes.
You've got the fastest lap.
Because if P1 was driving 35.0, then I'm still losing a lot of time somewhere. It might just be in every turn. Yeah, I'm losing in every turn a little bit. Because I'm not driving at the very limit of the car, I think that will be it. Because the turns itself, they don't look bad. It's just not clean enough. I lost the advantage I had, but yeah, low 36s are possible.
You've got the fastest lap.
Maybe we will drop into the second split. You know, after this day so far, I wouldn't mind it that much. Unlucky. Three minutes left. Enough for one more lap. And we got traffic.
Car right. Clear.
Yep, I can't push any further. I think low 36 is the limit for now. That's still decent. I mean, if you drive a 36 low in the quali, then it's a P7 or something. P6 was it? I don't know. And the last split it would have been a P7, around P7. So that's totally fine. a really slow practice session. Yeah, that's also a thing, if you remember our conversation from earlier, if some are still there, when we talked about expectations and practice. If you practice and have a decent pace, then you can net really good results, because if you look at the spread of the times here, it's from 136 to 140, 141, 42, yeah, about 139, 39.40. You have a really big spread of times, and all those guys are driving a race. And if you practice a few techniques, then you can make a big leap forward, because you will suddenly win all those slow splits if you just manage one or two things. Only the top split is super competitive, and then you have... If I would get into a second split, then we would drive for the top 3. I would guess, based on the times in the practice session. Might be wrong, we will see. I will be right back. Alright, and we are still in first split. Okay, this will be interesting. It's weird to see everyone within like 1 second in quals. Us slow splitters and MX-5s are like 8 seconds apart. Yeah, exactly. So if you just do 20% of the things that top splitters are doing, then you will instantly be in the top 3 in your split. I also don't think that you need to race or fight for positions in lower splits. Or you shouldn't focus on fighting that much. If you're fighting someone, then you should look for the spots where they're gaining time on you and where you are gaining time on them, because you're both so far below the limit that if you fix whatever you're doing wrong, then you won't fight this one person ever again in your splits, because you are simply too quick for them. How do you know which split you are in? Experience. Let me check the last one, and I know a few guys, and if you know their rating, then you know that those guys will never be in a second split. And I already dropped the last race, and we had Chat in the race, and Chat has like... where's Chat? He's a 5k driver, and so I saw him when I joined this one, and I know it's a top split because a 5k driver won't be in a second split. And I also know that there are not enough drivers in the series to fill up 20 spots until you are you know, it just doesn't add up. So it's experience. Let's quali. And GT3 is a bit more difficult because there are way more drivers, also high ranked drivers for driving those. But in those rookie D and C series, when you are above 2k, you are usually always in a top split. There are not enough good drivers or high ranked drivers who are driving those. There's always only about a handful. Alright, let's focus and get a good time. Below 36. Which will hopefully put us ahead of the pack. Let's go.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Not the best one.
One more lap.
Nice, let's go. I'm losing it. I'm losing everything. No. No, I didn't want to throw it away. Okay.
Flag, checker flag.
I didn't want to throw it away in the last turn. Two tens, it would have been P4, at least P4, maybe P3. We are ahead of the pack, it's okay. Got the target. I know I still have a bit of pace in me. That's also fine. Good to know. Yeah. It's unfortunate. When you make a mistake like this in a top split, then it's over. But now you also see why it's important to drive one car and get confident in it and drive it every week. Because if I would drive this car every day and I wouldn't make those mistakes, then I could easily be in the top 3 every time. I have the pace. I just started to drive this track combination today and I'm already that close. Yeah. I will get back there. No rain, as expected. And the left side again on the start, so we will try to do the same, I think. Wait, last time I got screwed by the outside line. We will see. I just want to stay on the track. I don't want to get spun. If I spin, then I'm back in the pack again and I need to try to repeat what happened last time, so let's try to stick to the top 5. I'm old.
The estimated strength of field is 3,248.
What the fuck is this plane? This
There are a lot
plane,
of
this
points on the table.
paint.
Be smart and get a good finish.
Bird watching goes both ways, okay. Looks like he's not wearing a helmet, he's wearing a tinfoil hat, and I'm not sure if that's helping him in a crash, but hey, we will find out.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid.
Yeah. Birds aren't real.com, okay? Please don't tell me it's a real website. Please don't go on it. I'm not sure if it's safe, but I hope it's a meme.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed. Catch up 6 cars. Catch up 6 cars.
Oh, the view is so clear around here. It's so much fun when you start at the front and you can actually see the car that's starting and managing the pace. The real side? Oh. Well, if you can't tell if it's serious or not, then it's unfortunately probably serious. And someone went all in and created a game for it, so... Okay. Focus. I think the orange one is P1. Yes, orange one is P1, okay.
About to go green, stay focused. Post car is off, time to do your job.
I can't see him.
Green flag, green flag.
Okay.
Car right. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right, car right. Keep to the left. Still there, clear. Right side, clear on the right. Right side, clear on the right. There's an incident behind.
Nice. Nice and clean, let's race. Ah, finally. Track appears to be a bit warmer than in the practice sessions and in the race before. That's still fine. Yeah, it's a bit more slippery. I really need to make sure that I don't overdrive the car. That was close.
There's an incident ahead.
Bit of rubbing ahead of us. But I didn't want to attack there. It's when I go too wide, then I probably screw both of us. The last turn feels sketchy in this session, but I will make it work. Behind us it has a good run. I have no draft. Keep it clean. But the guys ahead of me are sliding as well. Even if I lose one position, I'm still fine. So I shouldn't grab my wheel too hard when he attacks me.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 35.593. Right side, still there. New fastest lap for you. Clear on the right.
The thing is, when I fight him, then we will both lose the group, and I feel a bit slower. So I prefer letting him pass and just stick to this group. Try to get a freebie somewhere down the road, because the guy behind us is too slow. Oops, that was late. Yeah, a guy ahead of us is way quicker than probably the 2 or 3 guys ahead of him. Oh, that looked dirty from my perspective, but it's hard to tell because we are a bit far away. But that looked like a last-minute block. I don't know why I lived there. All right. Dang it.
Right side. Still there, hold your line. Clear, right side. Clear on the right. Go right. There's an incident ahead.
A bit unexpected, but I take it. We had to go for it.
Right side.
And dude, you are so crazy.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
I was hoping that it doesn't go for it. But still P8? Okay, that's fine. Any result is fine, but it's a bit annoying. I was hoping that he doesn't go for it, and
The leader is running.
now we drop both back.
7-5.
Guy behind me was brake testing me and checking how big his advantage is on the brakes. In case he wants to attack, so... I need to be careful in the next lap. Oh,
Go left. Car right. You're in the middle.
there was my
Three
freebie.
wide. Clear on the right. 2 wide. Clear.
Why am I lifting? It was only one slip. God damn it. Guy behind me is super quick. Don't think I will be able to keep him behind me. He will probably attack right now. Oh, maybe, yeah, he will probably attack right now. Do I fight for it?
You're in fifth.
Okay, he doesn't. He will at some point. I need to go for it. Maybe, maybe not. Do I need to go for it? Ah! That's not enough speed. Is it? Yeah, it's not enough speed.
Car on your left. Still there.
Good job, man.
Clear on the left. Car right. Clear.
really well executed. I had a bad run out of T1 and he instantly punished me for it. Good job. P6, still fine. Okay, P7 can't follow.
White flag, stay smooth.
He's fighting for it. Come on, P6. We didn't crash. And we got a good result in. It was a good quali, it was a decent start. It's a completely different race when you're starting ahead of the pack and not in the middle of the pack. 36.1.
There's checkered flag. Nice run, solid work.
Nice. Warm is slippery. How do I explain it? They engage on the throttle changes and you need to adjust your driving line a bit. And if you are driving in a really direct line like you need it with a car like this that has a lot of grip, and you go on the throttle at the same time like on a cold track, then the car starts to slip a bit and the rear starts to slip away. And you need to adjust your driving. It's simple as that. It's not really even that much of a time difference and lap time. It's mostly your driving, and you need to be on the... You either need to make your turn a bit wider or turn in a bit later, make it a bit wider, or you need to be later on the throttle. Otherwise, yeah. Whew. Whew. Finally. Oh, that's why I wanted to drive another one. Because the races today weren't satisfying. Let's take a look at the first lap. Oh no, it wasn't the first one. Which one was it? There was dirty driving ahead of us and then a crash. This was probably the lap with the crash. Or was it the dirty driving? No, he's passing him and I was passing him. Then it needs to be... Wait, am I stupid? Was it this one? There's a car on the inside. Wasn't this one? That's the lap where he passes me. I can't remember the lap. And this one was the lap of the incident. Let's take a look. Alright, so it already started somewhere around here. Blue car. Oh. That's interesting. So it starts in the first turn. He goes for an attack. And at this point, you know, at this point, when I touch the guy ahead of me and let him go wide, at this point I would already say, okay, sorry, I fucked up, let's reset and try again. Nope. He tries to make use of it. It's completely fine, he can do it. They go too wide. A bit of squeezing. Blue car is squeezing back. Touchy. Now the orange car is through. Going wide, losing it. Oh, and yeah, and that's where it's over. I'm stunned. He doesn't lift at all. He really tries to force this move. He could lift now and say, okay, fuck it. He's still on the throttle, He's not opening the wheel here. He could open the wheel and say, okay, I rejoin here. Nope. Okay. And yeah, then there's Havoc. Those guys couldn't dodge him, he couldn't dodge him. That's he needs to brake, but he doesn't want to brake because then he's giving up the positions. Yeah. And then his race is over. And I got squeezed here. I need to go for it. I can't lift because same like the guy ahead of me, when I lift and I give up all those positions. A bit of braking here. Then I got squeezed, that's fine. We let one car pass. Yeah, made the best out of it. Nice. Let's check if we gain something back. Yeah. That was a fun one. .2k strength of field. We gained 65 points back. Gained some safety rating back, which is also nice. So yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty strong split. Most guys have above 3k, 4k, 4k, nearly 5k. Yeah, that was a strong split. That was fun. Alright, that's a good way to end it. Not with a shitty oval race. Not with another yeet accident. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun. Thanks for the support. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'm streaming every Tuesday. That's something I've planned. I want to stream every Tuesday this season. Mostly... What's up? Always the same cars, so it will probably be the GR, the MX-5, GT3s. It will be GT3s in 2 weeks on Spa. Then it will be only GT3s and probably 4 days. Yeah, I want to stream 3 or 4 days because I want to practice for the Spa race. So yeah, it was fun. Thanks for being here. And have a nice evening. Wish you a good one and see you next time. Goodbye.